Hello everyone, this is Parveen, Math Mistress, Government Middle School, Mirpur, District Gurdaspur. Today I am going to discuss assignment 186 of class 6th, and chapter we are doing is 12, ratio and proportion. And the next topic we will do in this assignment is unitary method. In the last assignment we have discussed about equivalent ratio or proportion, and now the next topic is unitary method. Now to understand what is unitary method, let us do our assignment 186. Before starting what a unitary method, let us take an example. Here a boy named Aman want to purchase 5 pens, and the cost of 5 pens is rupees 75. Now if he want to purchase 3 pens, then what is the cost of 3 pens? So for solving this, the cost of 3 pens, what we will do? We used unitary method, that is we find the price of first pen. How we can find the cost of 1 pen? Cost of 5 pens is equal to 75, we know. So cost of 1 pen is equal to 75 divided by 5, and we get rupees 15. It means cost of 1 pen is equal to 15 rupees. Now we have the cost of 1 rupees. So to find the cost of 3 pens, what we will do? Cost of 3 pens is equal to cost of 1 pens multiply by number of pens. Yani it means 3 multiply by 15, that is 45 rupees. It means cost of 3 pens is equal to 45. So how we will solve this problem? How was the problem solved? First we find the cost of 1 pen. Then we found the cost of 3 pens. Means what is unitary method? We have to find the cost of 1 articles, then multiply number of articles we required. Means, so what we have learned about unitary method, the method in which first we find the value of 1 unit and then the value of required number of units is known as unitary method. Suppose we have cost of 10 pens is equal to 100 rupees. Then how can we find the cost of 5 pens? Simply cost of 10 pens is equal to 100. First of all, find the cost of 1 pens. How we can find the cost of 1 pens? Dividing 100 by 10. 10 the 100, that is rupees 10. It means cost of 1 pen is equal to rupees 10. Then we have to find the cost of 5 pens, which is equal to cost of 1 pen is equal to 10 and number of pens is equal to 5. 10 multiplied by 5 is equal to 50 rupees. So this is called the unitary method, where to find the required number of unit, value of required number of unit, first we have to find the value of 1 unit. Then multiply the value of 1 unit by number of required units. In assignment 186, unitary method we are doing the method in which first we find the value of 1 unit and then the value of required number of unit is known as unitary method. So we take an example. Two friends, Reshma and Seema, went to market to purchase notebooks. Reshma purchased 2 notebooks for rupees 24. Then what is the price of 1 notebook? We will use unitary method here. First we have cost notebook, that is equal to rupees 24. Now what will be the cost of one notebook? We have to divide 24 by 2. 12 2 is the 24, that is 12. It means cost of 1 rupees is equal to 12. How we will find the cost of one notebooks? By dividing 24 by 2, that is 12 rupees. Therefore, the cost of one notebook is equal. Similarly, in example 2, a scooter requires 2 liters of petrol to cover 80 kilometers. Then how many liters of petrol is required to cover 1 kilometer? Here again we will have distance covered by using 2 liters of petrol, that is 80 kilometer. First we will find for 80 kilometer petrol needed is equal to 2 liter. Therefore, to travel 1 kilometer petrol we needed 2 over 80. That is 2 ones the 2 and 42 is the 80, which is 1 over 40 liter. Now if you are asked to find how many liters of petrol are required to cover 120 kilometer, then petrol needed is equal to 140 multiply by 120. 0 cancel by 0, 4 ones the 4, 4 3 the 12, that is 3 liter. 3 liter of petrol needed for cover 120 kilometer distance. In the simple language, we can say unitary method is that method where we have to find the value of first unit first and then multiply the number of required unit by 1 unit. Now student, I hope you understand about unitary method. So let us start our exercise 12.3. So all of you open your exercise 12.3 question number 1, which is if the cost of 7 meter of cloth is rupees 294, then what is the cost of 5 meter of cloth? So for finding the cost of 5 meter of cloth, first we have to find the cost of 1 meter of cloth. We have given the cost of 7 meter of cloth is equal to 294. First we find the cost of 1 meter of cloth, that is 294 divided by 7. After dividing 294 by 7, we get 42. It means cost of 1 meter of cloth is equal to rupees 42. Now cost of 1 meter of cloth is equal to rupees 42. Then what will be the cost of 5 meter of cloth? How we can find it? Simply multiply cost of 1 rupees, that is 42, by 5. After multiplying 42 by 5, we get 210. That is rupees 210, which is the cost of 5 meter of cloth. In question number 2, Ekta earn rupees 1500 in 10 days. How much will she earn in 30 days? This is the salary of Ekta for 10 days, which is 1500. And we have to find the salary in 30 days. How much she will earn in 30 days? First we find Ekta earn in 1 day. Ekta earn in 10 days, which is equal to rupees 1500. And in 1 day, she earn 1500 divided by 10 days. That is rupees 115. It means Ekta earn rupees 150 in 1 day. Now we have to find in 30 days. So 150 multiply by 30. Simply multiply 15 by 3. 15 3 is the 45. Now count zeros, number of zeros 1 and 1 2. So this is 4500 rupees. Ekta earn in 30 days is equal to 4,500 rupees. In question number 3, if it has rained 276 mm in the last 3 days, how many centimeters of rain will fall in full week, that is in 7 days? Assume that the rain continues to fall at the same rate, means rate of falling rain is same. We have rain in 3 days 276 mm. So solve how many centimeters of rain will fall in one full week. So first we will find, that is we has rained in the last 3 days is equal to 276 millimeter in 3 days. First we find in 1 days how much rain will fall, that is 276 divided by 3. We get 92 millimeter. It means in 1 day rain fall 92 millimeter. Now we have to find for full 1 week. How many days are there in a 1 week? 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. It means in 7 days rainfall 92, because in 1 day rainfall 92 millimeter, multiply by 7, which is equal to 644 millimeter. As this is in the unit is millimeter, but in the question we have to find rain in centimeter. We know, so we 644 divided by 10. 644 divided by 10 centimeter. Then we get centimeter. Here is 0. So left one digit from the unit place and decimal. So we get 64.4 centimeter. In 7 days rain falls 64.4 centimeter. Similarly, in question number 4, cost of 5 kg of wheat is rupees 30.50. 5 kg of wheat cost rupees 30.50. First find the cost of 1 kg of weight, that is 30.50 divided by 5. Now divide 30.50 by 5. First remove this decimal. Here are 2 unit after decimal, so divided by 100. 0 by 0. Now 305 divided by 5, we get 5 6 are 30 and 5 1 the 5. 61 over 10. 61 over 10 is equal to 6.1. It means cost of 1 kg of weight is equal to 6.1. Now cost of 8 kg of weight is equal to 6.1 multiply by 8. How we can multiply 6.1 by 8? 8 ones the 8. Point is here. 8 4s the 48. 48.8. We can use write a 0. 48 rupees and 80 paise. Cost of 8 kg of weight is equal to 48 rupees and 80 paisa. In option B, we have, here is also a question, option B, what quantity of wheat can be purchased in rupees 61? So let us solve this. Quantity of wheat can be purchased in rupees 6.10 is equal to 1 kg. We find in question 1 here. The cost of 1 kg wheat is equal to rupees 6.1. So quantity of wheat can be purchased for rupees 1. 1 is equal to 1 over 6.1 kg. Now quantity of wheat can be purchased in rupees 61. Multiply 1 over 6.1 by 61. First finish this decimal 1 over 61. Here in decimal is in denominator, so multiply 10 by numerator. And again 61. 61 cut by 61, we get 1 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 10. 10 kg of wheat we can purchase by rupees 61. Similarly, in question number 5, the temperature dropped 50 degrees Celsius in the last 30 days. If the rate of temperature drop remain the same, how many degrees will the temperature drop in the next 10 days? So first, temperature dropped in 30 days is equal to 30 days is equal to 15 degree. We find the temperature dropped in 1 day, which is equal to 15 over 30. 15 1 the 15, 15 2 the 30. 1 over 2 degree Celsius. Now temperature dropped in 10 days. For 10 days, multiply 1 over 2 by 10. 2 5 is the 10, which is equal to 5 degree of Celsius. It means temperature dropped in next 10 days is equal to 5 degree Celsius. So students, this is your assignment 186. Hope you understand all the questions. So write down these questions on your math notebooks. God bless you all. Thank you. Have a nice day.